Hey, Deep Divers, welcome back. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave us a comment below.
Definitely.
So today,
We're diving deep.
we are diving deep into a story that's got more twists and turns than, well,
A political thriller.
a political thriller.
Yeah.
The Trump family saga. Specifically, Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner's relationship with, well, you know who.
It is intriguing, how Ivanka and Jared are navigating this whole Donald Trump potential return to the White House. Like
Right.
most political families would be clamoring for a front row seat, right? But these two, they seem to be kind of distancing themselves.
Distancing themselves is a good way to put it. And the New York Times just dropped this article where Jared Kushner basically lays out their plan.
Uh-huh.
And trust me, it's not what you'd expect.
Yeah, it really throws a wrench in that whole, political dynasty narrative, doesn't it? You'd think with a potential Trump comeback on the horizon, they'd be all in. But instead, they're saying they're going to prioritize their own lives regardless of the election results.
It's a tightrope walk, isn't it?
Yeah.
Family loyalty and self-preservation.
Right, and let's not forget that Ivanka and Jared weren't just passive bystanders during the Trump administration.
Oh, absolutely not.
They held key positions, and their influence, undeniable, especially on issues like Middle East policy, criminal justice reform.
So this isn't just about like a family backing their patriarch. This is about two individuals who've tasted power, shaped policy, and now are seemingly stepping away from the very world that they helped create.
And there's a financial angle to consider, too.
Oh, of course.
I mean, Ivanka and Jared have accumulated a significant amount of wealth.
Right.
Various business ventures that could be, deeply entangled with a Trump presidency.
Sure.
So their decision to distance themselves might also be a way to safeguard their own interests.
Protect themselves, yeah. Well, Kushner even went so far as to say that a Trump win wouldn't cause a major shift in terms of their priorities.
Wow.
That's a pretty bold statement considering the potential upheaval a second Trump term could bring.
Absolutely. It indicates a clear shift in their mindset. It suggests that they've built a life outside of politics.
Yeah.
A life that they're committed to protecting.
Interesting.
And that raises the question, what does that shift look like?
Yeah, what are they building?
And how does it contrast with their former roles? Well, let's look at Ivanka.
Yeah.
Since leaving Washington, she's been anything but low-key.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking whirlwind of high-profile appearances posing in front of the Eiffel Tower,
Right.
rubbing shoulders with Kim Kardashian scoring front-row seats at major sporting events.
Wow.
It's a stark contrast to the image she cultivated during her time in the White House.
Yeah, it's like she traded power suits for designer gowns.
Yeah.
And honestly, she seems to be loving it.
Yes, she does.
But it does make you wonder what's behind this very deliberate image makeover.
It could be strategic, right? A way to distance herself from the political baggage and rebrand herself as like a global influencer, a tastemaker.
Yeah.
This shift could be crucial for her future business ventures,
Right.
especially if she's looking to attract a wider, less politically polarized audience.
Okay, so maybe it's all about building brand Ivanka.
Could be.
But then there are these glaring absences
Yeah.
that are hard to ignore.
Like what?
I mean, she was practically invisible at the Republican National Convention.
Oh, yeah.
And when her father was facing that hush money trial, completely MIA.
That's right. And let's be clear, the hush money trial involved allegations that Donald Trump paid an adult film star to keep quiet about an alleged affair during the 2016 campaign.
Right.
It was a major scandal.
PG.
And for Ivanka to be completely absent during such a sensitive time,
Yeah.
it definitely raises eyebrows.
Especially since she was such a prominent figure in previous campaigns.
Oh, totally.
Remember those RNC speeches? She was basically his star surrogate.
Yeah.
So to go from that level of involvement to radio silence, that's a pretty dramatic shift.
Exactly. And it fuels speculation about a potential rift in the family. Is this purely a strategic move to protect her brand?
Right.
Or is there genuine tension bubbling beneath the surface?
Yeah, is there bad blood?
It's hard to say for sure, but the optics are.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say they're telling.
They're telling.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Jared's bombshell statement to the New York Times.
Oh, yeah. What do you say?
He said there's zero chance of him or Ivanka campaigning for Trump in the final weeks leading up to the election.
Zero.
Zero.
Wow, that's a big statement.
It is.
That statement speaks volumes, doesn't it?
It does.
It reinforces their commitment to staying on the sidelines even during a crucial period where their support could potentially sway the election.
You have to wonder what's going on behind closed doors.
I know, right?
Imagine the family dinners. A former president fighting to reclaim his former glory, and his own daughter and son-in-law are essentially saying, thanks, but no thanks, we're busy curating our Instagram feeds.
It's a fascinating dynamic.
It is.
And it highlights a key question. What happens when family loyalty clashes with personal ambition?
Right.
Have they simply grown disillusioned with the world of politics?
Maybe.
Are they prioritizing their own ventures and seeking a sense of normalcy?
Possibly.
Or is there something more complex at play?
It's like they're trying to redefine what it means to be a part of the Trump family legacy.
Yeah.
Embracing the name and the connections, but charting their own course.
Right.
And that course seems to be leading them away from the political arena.
Interesting.
But the question remains, can they truly escape the gravitational pull of their family's political past? It's wild, right? Ivanka, the former White House advisor, now transformed into this globe-trotting socialite, carefully crafting her image. And then there's Jared, once a key player in Middle East peace negotiations, now opting out of the political fray. It's a complete 180 from where they were just a few years ago.
It really is, and it makes you think about the allure and the burden of a powerful family name.
Yeah.
On one hand, it opens doors, provides opportunities, grants access to a world few ever experience.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it can be a double-edged sword.
Oh, for sure.
The expectations, the scrutiny, the constant pressure to live up to a certain image can be suffocating.
And for Ivanka and Jared, that pressure is amplified tenfold.
Oh, absolutely.
They're not just carrying the weight of the Trump name.
Right.
They're also navigating the fallout of a deeply polarizing presidency.
Exactly. And their choices reflect a desire to redefine what that name means, at least for them.
Right.
They seem to be saying, yes, we're Trumps, but we're also forging our own path.
But can they truly separate themselves from the political whirlwind?
Yeah.
I mean, their lives have been so intertwined with Donald Trump's political career.
Right.
It's hard to imagine them completely detaching.
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Can they build their own empires while their father is potentially leading the country? Can they control the narrative, or will they forever be tethered to his legacy?
So much is still uncertain. We don't know the outcome of the election.
Right.
We don't know what the future holds for Ivanka and Jared's business ventures. And we don't know the true extent of their relationship with Donald Trump.
But what we do know is this. Their story is a fascinating case study in ambition, family ties, and the complexities of power.
It really is.
It raises important questions about loyalty, personal branding, and the delicate balance between embracing and escaping a powerful legacy.
Yeah.
It's a story that will continue to unfold, and we'll be here to break it down for you every step of the way.
And that's a wrap on our deep dive into the curious case of Ivanka and Jared. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more deep dives like this, and leave us a comment below with your thoughts. What do you think the future holds for this power couple? Will they truly stay out of politics, or will they be drawn back in? Let us know. Until next time, deep divers.